BMW is taking its iconic automotive brand to the next level. After more than a century of epitomizing its slogan of offering shared driving pleasure, the Bayerische Motoren Werke has made a commitment to give its customers more, with the development of a new luxury portfolio that looks set to transform the German company in the 21st century. Starting with the sector-defining 7 Series, over the next 2 years a further 6 vehicles will be unveiled, showcasing improved production methods, advanced manufacturing techniques and setting a new standard in quality. The BMW reinvented. To find out more about this move upmarket, GQ sat down with chief designer Adrian van Hooydonk and vice president of brand communication Uwe Dreher to find out why they are making the move, how it will affect the company and what the future generation of BMW customer can expect from their next car. GQ, first things first, why has BMW made the commitment to move upmarket? Uwe Dreher, vice president of brand communication, BMW. The simple answer is that if you look at the car industry and the segmentation and the product portfolio, then it is very clear that the luxury sector is the big growth area in the future. And if you look at the BMW portfolio, and specifically at the 7 Series, we are well established in the luxury sector, but that is just one model. So, it was entirely logical for BMW to invest more resources into this area to produce more cars for this segment. Watch GQ take Steve Aoki shopping for the perfect on-stage outfit. GQ, the tagline for the new 7 Series is driving luxury. What does that say about the new direction BMW is moving? Adrian van Hooydonk, chief designer, BMW. To me, it means that as a company we are trying not just to be at the forefront of technology, but also at the forefront of design. In the case of the 7 Series, for example, we're talking about a top-of-the-range product. We don't just want to do a luxury car. We also want to do the most modern, luxury car, without ever sacrificing the driving element. Driving is very important to our customers and is something we always want to develop and push forward. GQ, in terms of the modern BMW customer, what do you think they are looking for from a luxury car? Right now, the view of luxury is far less static than it has been in the past. There is more free thinking and much more of a pioneering attitude to luxury. In many countries, millennial customers don't just want money, they want experiences from life. They are often working in developing industries, launching startups, building apps, and they aren't just about money. They want to push the envelope in terms of creating products and having ideas. And that is the obvious link with our own brand, because if you look at all the engineering development and advances that have taken place over the past 100 years, we have never stopped moving forward. For instance, 5 years ago we launched the I-series of electric cars and this year we sold 100,000 vehicles. That is the mindset of progressive luxury and what we are striving to communicate to people. Get a shave your career deserves. GQ has the perception of what makes the luxury car changed in 2018 AVH. There is a book that I like to reference called Trading Up by Michael J. Silverstein and Neil Fisk, and what this tells us is that luxury used to be heavily divided by the class system. And that meant your education, your income, your profession, etc. would define who was a luxury customer. Today, I don't think those rules apply. Trading Up points out that in certain product categories, people are prepared to sacrifice something to trade up for a luxury item they value. That certainly applies to mobility. So that means luxury is more inclusive. It also means that luxury cannot ignore the realities of everyday life. For instance, today a luxury product needs to function really well, rather than just look good or to be exquisitely made. It has to be modern in that a luxury product needs to be connected. If you ask younger people what they expect from luxury cars these days in order for them to feel free, ironically it is that they want to be connected. Before, time spent in the car was to be disconnected. They would not accept that now. GQ, is the millennial customer harder to please than previous generations? Yes, I would say so. Customers these days know what they want from a luxury car and it is up to us to fulfill that. They want an electric component, they want super connectivity, they want it to look fantastic, they want it to be comfortable. 20 years ago, things were much simpler. You wanted a beautiful design, comfort and decent handling. And with those three, the customer was happy. Now, if your Wi-Fi does not connect with your car the instant you sit down, you cannot use it and that is a problem. Also, how you communicate with younger customers is a challenge. It used to be if you wanted to sell a new car you worked on a TV advert and everyone would see it. Millennial customers might not even own a TV, they only watch shows on Netflix with no adverts. That kind of person, you need to reach them another way, through social media, through influencers, through celebrities or another format. The whole method of communication has changed. GQ, but do the latest generation of BMW drivers still want an authentic driving experience, or do they have one eye on actually not driving? With the rise of AI and fully autonomous vehicles, 3 high achievers show GQ how to shave like a grown-up AVH. What we have found is that our customers are interested in driving the cars just as much as they always have. They like the idea of being in control and having the freedom to drive however they like. And despite the connectivity, they also see driving as some alone time, away from the pressures of the working day, and that is something they value. But when we have discussed it further, the feedback we had was that if a customer has a long 6-hour journey ahead, they wouldn't mind going on autopilot for half of the time. Because everybody leads a busy life, and if there is an opportunity to relax on a long journey when the road isn't particularly interesting, why would you not want to take that opportunity? That would make any trip all the more rewarding. If you can come out the other side of a 6-hour journey and have had driving pleasure plus the chance to relax, that is the perfect scenario. GQ, and how important is sustainability for BMW's new design philosophy? UD, for BMW, sustainability is not just a marketing term or a buzzword. It is something we are completely committed to working towards. The bottom line is, if you want to be successful in the future, you should act in a sustainable way. We could easily just put together a bunch of slogans and messages that express our belief in sustainability, but it is actually a concept we genuinely believe in. That is why we have things like the Electric Eye brand, why we put so much money into expanding the carbon fiber plant in Moses Lake in the US, which is all powered by hydro energy. These initiatives are positive for us both as a company and for the environment. GQ, surely as a designer, sustainability issues can't be as interesting to you as the actual design of a vehicle. AVH, I see my role these days as a mixture of engineering and art. And I like both aspects. Engineering means problem solving, in essence. We don't have to completely re-engineer every car, but there are always a number of problems that we have to solve as designers. And the art aspect is all about creating something that is more than the sum total of its functions. Creating something that surprises and delights our customers. It is simply beautiful to look at, and then when you use it you discover it offers so much more. So they are both equally important. I know that in developing a car we have maybe 1,000 problems to solve, and that is something that intrigues me, motivates me and keeps me going. But I would always say that the first thing the customer sees is the car, what it looks like, its beauty. And if we do that bit right and we can draw someone in, then we will be able to get them to understand more about the car and the production process involved. GQ, what does this new design language mean for the next generation of vehicles? AVH, next year, we are going to evolve the BMW design quite significantly. We are rolling out 6 new vehicles to the dealers, so we will see an entirely new line of design for the BMW brand. Our new form of language will be cleaner, there will be fewer lines, and the lines we do have will be sharper than ever before. On the interior, the cars will be cleaner, with fewer buttons, because the cars will become more and more intelligent. You will no longer have to tell the car what to do. These things, intelligence, digitalization, cleanliness of the drivetrain, all these things will make each of the cars in our lineup stronger. But they will also separate the different models a little more. They will still be very much of one family, but each car will have its own distinct character. The hardest question I'm asked is which of the next cars am I most excited about, because my normal answer is the next one. But because we are releasing 6 cars next year, I can't say that. If I had to pick one, I would say the one I'm most excited about is the new 8 Series, which is going to redefine the top end of our brand.